Governor Ivey, you make us proud. Thank you so much. You will never know how much your presence means to our lives in this great institution. At this point, we would like to recognize AIDB Board of Trustees, Mrs. Frances Taylor, Pat Green, Mr. Jackie Smith and White Forrest, Chip Dobbs, Clarence Haynes, Billy Thompson, and former trustee Jake Montgomery, AIDB Foundation Board of Directors, Alan Cope, Larry Thornton, Tony Smokes, Talladega County Probate Judge, Randy James, Dr. and Mrs. Billy Hawkins, President of Talladega College, parents, speakers at today's commencement exercises, ASD, Roberta Dano, President of Gallaudet University. We are thrilled to welcome each of you to this service on the behalf of the class of 2019. This has been a journey full of twists and turns, marked by countless challenges to overcome. We thank family and friends for loyal support and are delighted that you are here to share in this great occasion. We are grateful for the distinguished faculty and staff at AIDB for their dedication to their students, which is the hallmark of AIDB's tradition of excellence. In essence, this class has received values, not just to nourish their minds, but their spirits, and enrichment, not just for their brains, but for their hearts. To borrow the words of the late Nelson Mandela, a good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Thank you for your presence. At this point, we will have greetings by Santasia Crittenden, ASD. Thank you. So beautifully done. And now, invoking the presence of God, Mr. Chase Lowe, ASB.
Please bow your head and pray with me. You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in your being there. Christ, who dwells within you, has something he wants to do through you where you are. So believe this and go in his love to glorify God, make disciples of Jesus Christ, and meet human needs. I would like to thank you, God, for bringing all the students and all the school faculty that have brought us all together and helped us through these last school years. And just thank you for all the strong values and the gifts that you've given us to help us go from here and be who we're going to become. I thank you and pray in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Chase, for a beautiful prayer. And now, special music, This Is Me, by the AIDB Ensemble, which includes ASB, HKS Chorus, and ASD Singers. is beautiful for the ensemble. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. You guys deserve all the love we can give you. You were absolutely amazing. AIDB is not simply a place. AIDB is a spirit. It is an amazing, amazing situation where talent and love and brilliance comes together, and such as you see becomes the results of that. And now, reflections. Merlin Carter, ASB, and Zachary Beavers, ASB.
Good morning. We have been asked to talk about our football experience. We are also going to talk about our lives leading up to football and how football impacted our lives.
Growing up, I never really had a chance to play football. I played tennis, tried out for baseball, but football really wasn't an option until I came to ASD. It was something a little bit different. And ever since I walked through those doors at ASD and someone saw me, they came up to me and said, "Hey, you want to play some football?" And I was like, "Sure." I was thinking it'd be a great experience and I'd be able to learn a lot. So my freshman year, I started playing football, and I played all the way through my 12th grade year. And football really taught me a lot about life and taught me how to become a man. And that's what football is all about. But it also taught me how to communicate with others. And by the end of this season, this past year, we really grew together and became a big band of brothers. And that's what it's about. We're a family.
Football has always been a dream of mine. I've always wanted to play football, ever since I was a kid. In public school, when I had the opportunity to play, the school wouldn't let me play due to my visual impairment. They told me that I was a liability. So my dream of football kind of faded away. So when I came to ASB in the 8th grade, I fell in love to another sport, and that was wrestling. I wrestled my 8th through my 12th grade years. Not only did I wrestle my 12th grade year, I had the opportunity to fulfill my dream of playing football. This year, two other students from ASB and I had the privilege to go over to the deaf school and participate in the football program. At first, I didn't know what to expect. But then I realized we're all family.
For me, at the end of my 11th grade year, I got news that the blind school would be coming over and playing football with us. At first, I didn't know what to think because, they said they were blind kids. They didn't say they were visually. So I was like, how in the world can we implement them into the team? But as I thought about it through the summer and into the beginning of the season, I started to think, oh, we can use them on the line. We can use them in different places. And as the season progressed, we lost our first 2 games. But finally, by our 3rd game, we won. And it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't because we were ahead the whole game. It was because at the end of the game, the last 18 seconds, and I'll never forget this moment, we came back and it was inspiring. But the reason we came back is because we worked hard and we worked together. And how we were able to win that game is not because we did work hard, but it's not because we worked harder, but we started to grow and we started to work on each other's strengths instead of worrying about each other's weaknesses. And we started implementing the blind players into the team. Jordan played line. Tanner started playing quarterback. And as the team started to come together as one, we became more dominant.
Just like any other new kids joining a team, not only you have to prove yourself to be on the team, but you have to prove yourself that you belong on the field. And personally, I believe that that's what two of us did. I became a starting lineman. I played right guard. My job was simple. I just hit people. Coach Marlon White was our lineman coach, and he told me two things. First thing he said was hit them hard. Take them to the ground. If they get back up, you didn't hit them hard enough. The second thing he told me was, you should go out there to hurt them because they're out here to hurt you. And I took that to heart. So it don't matter what the play was, I took him to the ground. But literally, me being Zachary's right-hand man, because he was the center, the communication on the field got stronger. The line got stronger. The team got stronger. Now, at first, you think it's crazy having a visually impaired guy to block for the quarterback. But check this out. The quarterback himself is visually impaired as well. So not only the communication off the field had to be strong, but the communication on the field had to be even stronger. And I feel like with the help of Zach, the coaches, and my other fellow brothers that played football with me from the deaf school and the blind school, we made it happen.
And as the communication got stronger and the year went on, we won one game. We won 2 games, 3 games, 4 games straight. And it was coming close to the end of the season. We were headed to Gainesville for our last game. Had fun on the bus. Got there, played our hearts out, but we lost the game. To me, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you win or lose. And we lost as a family that night. And it was a hard loss, but the point is, no matter what happened, we always had each other's backs. We grew through the season, and in that growth, we became stronger, and we became a family, and we really embraced that limitless potential that the staff here at AIDB always tell us that we have.
Football is like a workshop. Different people performing different tasks to achieve one goal. And this year, the ASD Baccalaureate football team proved that. In the real world, we may be considered disabled, but on that field, we were able. In the real world, we may be considered diverse, but on that field, we were one. AIDB is truly a family, and one way to prove that is by going to one of the ASD football games. You have deaf and blind kids on the same field at the same time. You have deaf and blind cheerleaders cheering together at the same time. You have the ASB band playing for the football game. You have Helen Keller cheering us on. You have Gentry coming to supporting us. And then you have alumni from both the blind and deaf school coming and watching their schools with pride. And that right there shows that AIDB is truly limitless.
It's okay to fight back the tears. It's okay. Jordan, thank you. Zach, thank you. And thank you for what you said, because you represent the essence of what we're about. You're not in any way a liability. You're always an asset. God bless you. And now, further reflections of ASD, Dar Janae Neal.
Thank you. I'm kind of nervous, sorry. My first taste of ASD was when I went to summer camp when I was 9 years old. I came to summer camp every year until I was 16. As a sophomore, I became a full-time ASD student. In public school, I was the deaf girl. I was part of the ASL club, and that's it. Here at ASD, I am Dar Janae. I am Dar Janae, the captain of the cheerleading team. I am Dar Janae, the junior and senior class secretary. I am Dar Janae, the youth ambassador winner. I am Dar Janae, a member of the academic bowl. In public school, I was known for being deaf, and that didn't feel good. I'm so happy to join ASD because they know who I am. I want to thank ASD for the opportunity to let me be involved, to have challenges to represent who I am. Also, for my classmates, the class of 2019, good luck as we graduate this afternoon. Thank you to ASD. Thank you for showing us who we are. And may we always remember who we are in ASD's eyes. Thank you.
Beautifully done, Dar Janae, thank you. And now from ASB, Chase Lowe.
Good morning, administrators, staff, parents, fellow students, and special guests. Welcome to the 2019 AIDB Baccalaureate Service. This year has been a quick yet enjoyable one for my class and me. We've involved ourselves in many activities over the years, and doing them for a final time this year has really made me reminisce. My class and I have had some great times over these last 4 years. And while, yes, we fought and bickered and disagreed over many things, we've also had many fun, exciting, and heartwarming times together. Needless to say, Trent is the jokester in our class. He makes jokes every chance he gets, and even with the corniest of jokes, he can still make all of us roll on the floor laughing. But one thing I'll bet no one really knows is that Cedric is the other clown in our class. Over the years, he's made us laugh with the clumsy, dramatic stunts he pulls. I remember one time we were all sitting in class and one of the teacher aides played a joke on Cedric and scared him so badly that he screamed and literally cartwheeled out of his chair and onto the floor. I honestly don't think I've ever laughed so hard before in my life. One thing I believe that has really brought our class closer together is the many extracurricular activities that we've participated in over the years, including band, piano, drama, track, wrestling, and cheerleading. These are just a few examples of the many activities that have molded us into the people that we are today. Between practice, SCASB, and just pushing each other to do the very best we can, I believe we've become an exceptional class that always has each other's backs, no matter what. Brian Dyson once said, "Nothing is really over until the moment you stop trying," and I believe that this quote personifies my class because we're not a class to give up on things that we start. I believe that this is a good habit we form for ourselves because it will bring us far after we leave AIDB. We're an extraordinary class with strong values, and we're all going to do great things. So, yes, we've had our differences over the years, fighting and bickering over things that ultimately don't matter. But I don't think any of us would change anything that has happened because if we did, we wouldn't be as close as we are. Being able to fight, make up, and come together as a class and family has really made us the good friends and good people that we are today. Trent, Tamaya, Jordan, Tony, Cedric, Alyssa, Nathan, and Kennedy, you are honestly some of the greatest people I've ever had the privilege of knowing, and being able to call you my friends fills me with pride. I am truly going to miss all of you. I will always remember the amazing times we've had together. Thank you all for giving me the best 7 years of my life so far. And finally, here's one piece of advice that my classmates and I should always follow. The Roman poet Seneca said, "Don't stumble over something behind you." Thank you, and God bless.
How eloquent. Absolutely outstanding. Thank you. And now greetings from people who give up their resources and their time and their giftedness and their influence to help to make this unique situation better. Mrs. Frances Taylor, representing the Board of Trustees as chair.
Well, good morning and welcome to the governor, to the board, to the students, to the parents, the friends, the faculty that have all gathered here. I'd just like to say to the parents and friends, thank you for entrusting us with your precious student and to help them grow and learn in this great place. And students, as you leave and begin the next phase of your journey, I challenge you to do just two things. The first thing is to keep your dreams alive. Don't let them sit on the table after you leave untouched. Just as you've worked every year to achieve the next grade, make sure you do the same with your dreams. Every night when you get homework, work on those dreams. You've come this far, you have a lot further to go. And the second thing is to come back and visit us. We're family, we're always here to welcome you. But more importantly, please come back and encourage those that are still here. Share your dreams and your blessings with them and bring them along further on the path. I congratulate you all on behalf of the board, and God bless you on your journey.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. At this time, we give way to our president. No organization rises any higher than its leadership. And we are so fortunate to have an outstanding leader who loves AIDB and gives of himself every single solitary day. Mr. President, it's an honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is everybody hearing me okay or accessing the interpreter well? Communication's good? All right. Oh, we're only 45 minutes into the day and I'm already emotionally exhausted. We love all of you so much. And Jordan and Zach and all of you, all of the students. I don't have words to tell you how proud you make all of us. A few other people I would like to acknowledge here today, certainly family, folks that love all of these kids. Thank you so much for being here. My better half, and if you ask Clarence Haynes, he will tell you that I'm absolutely correct. Dr. Nancy Mancia, First Lady of AIDB, thank you so much for all that you do. Special guest, I call him Mr. Carter, Jimmy Carter, one of the founding members of the Blind Boys of Alabama, is also with us today. And Ron Coleman, songwriter, musician, entrepreneur, is here with him as well. So welcome, everybody. And Governor, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for what you do, not just for AIDB, but for the city. Graduates, this is the beginning of a new day, a new life for you. So, what are you thinking about right now? No doubt today you're remembering all of the friends, the trips, the competitions, the awards, the experiences you've had in your years at AIDB. Now, it's time to think about the next step in your life. For some time now, we've been talking about AIDB as what? Deaf, blind, what? Students? Limitless. Absolutely. But what does limitless mean to you? Limitless, it doesn't mean a life without failure. It does mean a life of constantly pushing beyond barriers and limits, whether they are real or perceived. Zach and Jordan shared their reflections earlier. The story wasn't about football, though. It was about a group of students determined to find common ground on their way to become limitless. Our deaf and blind athletes learn to appreciate their unique differences and thoughts to become successful team members and friends. They learn to work through communication issues, doubt, and fears. That is an incredible life lesson. Each one of our graduates has written their own limitless story in academics, music, athletics, or leadership activities. I challenge you to continue building on your success, your self-confidence, your potential to make a difference all over this state, all country, all world, but hopefully this state. Philippians chapter 4, verse 18 says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." Your thoughts help define the person that you are and what you will become. If you think you can, you will. It's very important. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." That's important as well. I know the governor agrees with that. Graduates, I hope that your experience at AIDB has reinforced this thought with you, and that you will agree that this is a very special place. AIDB is a family of teachers, house parents, counselors, and staff who care about you and who have chosen to work here because we love what we do. Our great wish for you is that you will go out and do some great or special work that you will love. And know that your AIDB family will always be here for you. Okay? Zach, that's my last lecture. Maybe a graduation. The other night he said, "Oh no, not again." Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a lady who is doing great work that she loves as governor of the state of Alabama, and she loves this beautiful state. Kay Ivey grew up on her father's farm in a small town of Camden in Wilcox County, where she learned the values of hard work, faith, family, and community. After graduating from Auburn University in 1967, okay, more equal. Well, the governor's here, so I guess it's not hard for me to say. She worked as a high school teacher and a bank officer. She served as reading clerk of the Alabama House of Representatives and was assistant director of the Alabama Development Office, where she worked to spur job creation and economic development across the state, something that is still very, very important to her. In 2002, Ms. Ivey became the first Republican-elected state treasurer since Reconstruction and was re-elected in 2006. In 2010, she was elected lieutenant governor, becoming the first Republican woman to hold the office in Alabama's history. She was re-elected to the office in 2014. In this role, she presided as president of the Alabama Senate. On April 10, 2017, Kay Ivey was sworn in as the 54th governor of the state of Alabama. In November 2018, she became the first lieutenant governor of Alabama elected to a full term after taking over as governor due to a vacancy in the governor's office. Governor Ivey has won numerous awards for her service to our state. She is a member of the First Baptist Church of Montgomery, the Montgomery Rotary Club, and the Board of Directors of the Montgomery YMCA. Please join me in giving a warm AIDB welcome to Governor Kay Ivey.
Good morning to the class of 2019. I'm certainly honored to join with you and your family and your friends for this very special gathering today. And Dr. Massey, thank you for your kind introduction, but more importantly, thank you for leading one of the most comprehensive, diverse programs here in the United States. He and I both agree that the goals and dreams of the people who are here today that we honor are limitless. And your dedication, Dr. Mercier, makes this program what it is and gives these individuals the chance to dream big and inspire the world. So graduates, no matter what the future holds, let today serve as the jumping off point where you commit to do all you can to make this world a better place. Today I'd like to share 3 things with you that I have learned along the way that have served me well, and I hope these 3 things will serve you well also. It's a roadmap, so to speak, as you seek to make a positive difference wherever life may lead you. No one can accomplish anything without first knowing what it is they want to do and figuring out how to do it. A very famous general in World War II, Dwight D. Eisenhower, once said, "In preparing for battle, I always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. What the General Eisenhower was saying is that when we plan, regardless of the difficulty that we face, we are giving ourselves a fighting chance to be successful. So make a plan, work the plan, and if needed, rework the plan and start again. Don't let a roadblock be in your way. Don't let naysayers talk you out of what you want to accomplish. You are the one that's in charge of your life, and only you can know what it is you want to do. The fact that you're graduating today is a strong indicator. In fact, it proves your relentless pursuit of success. The second point on our roadmap is enter. Enter or you'll be excluded. If you don't enter the race, you can't win the medal. If you don't put your name on the ballot, you can't be elected. If you don't ever offer yourself to serve, you will never get the chance to experience the joy and the blessing that comes from helping others. So in order to get where you want to go in life, you have to first stand up and enter. The book of Isaiah chronicles the journey of the ancient Hebrew prophet. After learning of the calamity taking place around him, God asked Isaiah, "Whom shall I send?" And Isaiah responded, "Here am I, Lord, send me." Despite hearing how bad things were and how difficult the job would be, Isaiah was willing to offer himself not only to serve his fellow man, but more important, to serve God. He had no idea of what the future would hold for him, nor did he know how difficult the task might be. Yet Isaiah offered himself anyway. So I submit to you this morning, if you fail to offer yourself to meet a need, whatever that need may be, you are choosing to exclude yourself from taking part in progress and from making a difference in the world. If you don't offer yourself to help change the world, you won't be a part of the change that happens, and it could likely be a change that you don't like. No one has ever made a difference without first deciding that they were willing to be the difference. All of you in this room are making a difference. So once you plan, once you've decided to do something, then you have to be willing to go. This third and final point on our roadmap is simple yet profound. Once you are given the chance to lead, do it. Do it. Unfortunately, a lot of people call themselves leaders because they like the power or fame they think that comes with holding such a position. But let's be clear here. Not a single person is actually a leader unless someone is willing to follow. To have people follow you requires that you have a desire to do good. Leadership requires a willingness to work hard, to make sacrifices, and to be willing to let others take the credit and take the glory sometimes when it's really deserving that you get it. This is perhaps the hardest thing to accomplish on our roadmap because true leadership requires you to act. If you remember anything from today, remember this. Leadership is defined not by what we know, but leadership is defined by what we're willing to do with what we know. You each will reach great heights in your careers in public service and in helping others. And I urge you now, resist the temptation to be satisfied with your own progress. Instead, refuse to be content with the lack of progress. that you may see around you. And from today on forward, commit to this. Because talk is cheap and fading. You be a leader. And on our roadmap to making a difference in the world, we've seen the importance of planning, of offering oneself to serve, and the importance of leading by example. All of these things go together to serve our fellow man and our God. So when you leave here today, don't be afraid to share your story. Let everybody hear about your story so that all those you come in contact with will have no choice but to recognize and acknowledge your resiliency. Start creating your own roadmap so that you may be the change that you seek to make in this world. So leave here today and understanding that the beauty of our nation provides that all people can make a difference if they try. Graduates, congratulations to each of you. And remember, no matter what obstacles might stand in your way, remember to stand strong and be willing to overcome them. The fact that you are all here today confirms to me that you all have a wide open future. So get out there and chase your dreams. Thank you for letting me join you today, and I hope that each of you leave here feeling inspired not just by words you've heard, but rather by the person that sits on your left and on your right. Your classmates have made a difference in your life. Make them proud. And may you each inspire each other as you have inspired me and countless others. May God bless you and your future endeavors.
Governor, thank you so much. So inspiring. Thank you. God bless you. At this point, we have presentations to give. Mr. Jacob Johnson, Mr. Noah Stanford, ASD.
This gift is we give to Governor Ivey in appreciation of your inspiring reputation.
Thank you so much. And now from ASB, Alyssa Green.
Governor Ivey, we would like to present this beautiful photo of a horse, just walking around. And we just want to say that thank you so much from ASB or AIDB administrators for, being so inspiring and
Thank you so much. And now from HKS, Mr. Denzel Rawlings.
Thank you from Helicopter.
Governor, we have one more from the whole AIDB family, and it's a picture of this beautiful chapel, and it says, Honorable KI, the Governor, in appreciation of Baccalaureate Speaker, Alabama Institute of Deaf and Blind, May 23rd, 2019. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate being here today. Yes, you were absolutely inspiring. Thank you. Governor, we have one more piece of unfinished business that you and I get to do today. I mentioned that we have a special guest here today, Mr. Jimmy Carter. I call him Mr. Carter. It's hard for me to call him Jimmy because of all that he's accomplished and all of the respect that I have for him. Jimmy Carter was just 7 years old when he came to AIDB for the first time. Leaving his home and family was heart-wrenching, and life was difficult at school in the 1930s. But it was the beginning of an extraordinary life journey that recently brought Mr. Carter back home to AIDB to make new memories and inspire students of another generation, these kids right here. He did not originally have a music career in mind, but he and his school friends developed a love for singing and performing and formed their own group, which eventually became known worldwide as the Grammy-winning Blind Boys of Alabama. Mr. Carter was an original member of the group, but when the Blind Boys decided to go on the road in 1944, his mother insisted he was too young and he stayed in school a few more years before rejoining the group. Mr. Carter's life story is a journey in overcoming adversity and defying limitations, in pursuing the work that he loves. In April, he returned to campus again, this time coming full circle, to record a song. And the song is I Am With You Still. It was written by Ron Coleman, and he's in the chapel today. And he recorded this with ASD students in the Landreth Music Center, right here at the ASD campus. Once again, music created a unique bond between students from two different generations. It was absolutely magical. It was a magical experience to watch the exchange between Mr. Carter and these awesome kids. Mr. Carter, maybe you can start coming up here. You left school to pursue your dream. You found your life's work in something that you love. You've touched thousands of lives, maybe hundreds, maybe millions of lives throughout the world with your music, and became a role model in becoming limitless for our students. More importantly, you've influenced attitudes and impacted social change. We want to recognize the education you have attained and the insight you share with others. Mr. Carter, today it is my honor, along with Governor Ivey, to bestow on you an honorary diploma from the Alabama Institute of Pedestrians. Showing him how to use a microphone. I think he knows that.
What is it? Oh, that it is. Well, don't have to excuse this little cracked up voice of mine. These old vocal cords are just about used up. I don't know what to say, y'all. I really don't know what to say. I didn't expect nothing like this. And I'm lost for words. I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone that had a part in who, I don't know who to thank, so I'm just thanking everybody. To the governor, to Dr. Massey, to the entire staff of the school, I want to say thank you. And to the graduates, I would like to say one thing too. You are stepping out a life of school and entering into a school of life. You will meet many roadblocks, but as the governor said, stand strong, and especially stand strong in what you believe in. And you can and you will make a difference. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now, the benediction is Jocelyn Smoot, ASB.
Good morning. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to ask you to protect and guide all of the graduating class of 2019. Wrap your arms around us and guide us in the right direction. We ask you all of these things in Jesus' name.